What's up, guys? It's Devin here, back for Let's Talk NBA. This is my third video now. Please subscribe and watch my other two videos as I am, trying to build this and keep you guys entertained with NBA videos a couple times a week, maybe more. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 2018 NBA draft redraft. So there's a lot of talent in this draft so far. We saw a lot of them in the Rising Stars game last night. Shout out to Kyle Kuzma for winning MVP, even though he won't be on this since he's a sophomore. But it's very entertaining. I'm excited for All-Star Saturday and the All-Star game tomorrow night. Should be some fun entertainment. And I'll do little picks for Saturday. I'm going to go with Dennis Smith Jr. for the dunk contest, three-point contest. I'm going to go with Steph Curry. He made that bet with his brother. Think there's going to be a lot in line. And then skills challenge, I'm going to go with Jokic. I might be a little slow for it, but I think he can get all the skills down very quickly. So for this redraft, we'll start with the first pick. That's the Phoenix Suns. Originally they took DeAndre Ayton. I'm sure they're going to regret taking him a little bit because of how good Luka has been now. We've seen him averaging almost 21 points a game. But, Ayton is still putting up big numbers, almost 17 points, almost 11 rebounds, shooting 60% from the field. In this redraft, Phoenix, I haven't taken Luka. Could you just imagine a backcourt of Luka and Devin Booker? That's scary. Luka's averaging 21 points a game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting 35% from 3. We've seen him go off almost every game, showing so much skill, and a lot of people think he's going to be one of the best players in the league in a couple of years, which I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be. I get why Phoenix took Ayton originally, but still, you got to take Luka there. Him and Booker, I think he'd be getting a lot more wins here, and now they have a good pick this year again, so hopefully they can finally, figure out this team. I thought they're going to be a lot better this year. Got Ariza, obviously he's gone now, but they have so many, wings, Oubre, Josh Jackson, Michael Bridges, who's been pretty solid too. Booker, Ayton, hopefully next year they can get it going because I do feel bad for teams that have to keep rebuilding every year, even though they do good in their picks and just can't get wins. But, some players just might be putting up the stats but not the wins a lot of people have been saying about Booker. So second pick, the Kings originally took Bagley. I'm a huge Bagley fan. He's on my fantasy basketball team. I drafted him pretty early, but I think Sacramento, if they had to redo it, I think they would go Jaren Jackson. Him and Marvin are putting up pretty similar numbers, except Jaren's shown the ability to be a better rim protector and has a better shot from 3. I think he would just fit more what the Kings are doing, playing fast. He could play small ball center or a power forward. And, I still think Marvin might have more potential, but as of now, I think Jaren just would fit maybe the Kings what they're trying to do a little bit better. Third pick, Atlanta. They originally took Trae Young. I'm going to have him still take Trae Young. A lot of people would say, we should have him take Ayton or Marvin here to pair John Collins. I don't think Marvin and John Collins would fit well. Ayton and John Collins would be very interesting. I would like that, but the way Atlanta plays, Trae Young's been fitting there perfectly. A lot of people give him hate because, shoots so much and everything, but, he's averaging 17 points a game and almost 8 assists a game. He's not shooting the ball that well, but he's shown a lot of skill. Obviously, he can shoot the 3. Great passing ability. That GM there in Atlanta from Golden State, he's trying to build it like that with Trae Young and then Kevin Huerter, who I have going later in this mock draft. And by the way, I'm just doing the top 10 picks. But, I think Trae just fits what Atlanta's trying to do. And, So Memphis at 4, we're going to have them taking DeAndre Ayton. Originally, it took Jaren. It was a steal at 4, I think. Ayton, there's nothing against him that how good he's doing, and I still think he's going to be a very good player for this draft, but I just think the other guys ahead of him have more potential and fit what the team needs. Ayton, is their long-term fill-in for Marcus Gasol there since they traded him now. Ayton's putting up big numbers. If Memphis is going to steer away from grit and grind, which it seems like Ayton would fit better. If it's grit and grind, Ayton's not the best defensive center in the league, but he brings a lot to the offensive game, and I think that would still be a great guy to start your rebuild around, him and Mike Conley. At 5, then I have Dallas taking Marvin Bagley the third. Um, Dallas obviously got a Luca a very steal-worthy pick. I think Marvin would actually fit with Dallas pretty well. And you got to think right now this is before they even traded for Kristaps. If this was back in last June, so I mean Bagley, he's been showing lately like a lot more potential scoring the ball. He's a long guy, still doesn't really fit any position, can't shoot that well yet, but he's so athletic, and he had a career high 32 points the other night, and I think he would be good in Dallas. I think it's helping him in Sacramento because he's not like that one guy that they have there. They got Fox and Buddy, but I still think Bagley's gonna be really good, and that would be a good pick for Dallas still at 5. Um, then at 6, Orlando. Originally took Mo Bamba. He's shown some flash this year. Still don't know how high his potential actually will be, but I think since their GM John Hammond loves long players, obviously drafted Giannis for the Bucks, and then he drafted Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba for Orlando now. But here in the redraft, I would have them taking Shea Julius Alexander. Shea's not putting up the biggest numbers, 10 points a game, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, but he's shown so much potential. Could be a great point guard for them, as that's the spot they're missing. Even though they just traded for Markelle, you don't know what's going to happen there. But yeah, I think it would just be a good fit for Orlando. Then they maybe have the ability to keep Vucevic around and not have to worry about, we got to develop Mo Bamba, But Vucevic is having a hell of a year, all-star. He's just been an animal down low in the post and can obviously shoot the 3 ball. I'm at 7. I got Chicago still taking Wendell Carter Jr. I would put Wendell earlier in this mock draft since he's got probably a lot of potential, but I just think the other guys fit the teams better, and Wendell fits exactly what Chicago's trying to do. A lot of people compare him to Al Horford. I still like that. Averaging about 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, 1.3 blocks. But yeah, with Bobby gone now, and Jabari gone, I think Lowry and Wendell is going to be their ideal front court for the future. Lowry's been going off lately, showing a lot of potential at that 3 ball he's got. But yeah, I think Wendell just fits there better. Their coach, I'm not that big of a fan of him or whatever, but they want to play defensively. That's a good center to have because he plays hard on defense. I'm at 8, Cleveland. They originally took Sexton. Still not sure what Sexton's going to be. He's shown, flashes as well as a lot of these players, putting up points. Still needs to definitely work on his playmaking ability, not averaging many assists. But in this redraft, I have Cleveland taking Kevin Knox. I think Kevin Knox might have the second most potential in this draft besides Luka. Probably maybe the same as Jared. He's averaging about 13 points a game and shooting 34% from 3. He gets buckets. He's long. He'd be a good guy in Cleveland to start the rebuild around. And, whoever Cleveland gets in this next draft, whether it be RJ or Zion, hopefully they get one of the two they're hoping. That'd be a good fit with Knox, I think. And I like Knox a lot. And, yeah. Then at 9, I got New York. They originally took Knox, which has finally been one of the few things New York has done right. But I have them taking Mo Bamba here. I think you just have to take him because he still has so much potential and on the defensive end, and still has got signs that he's going to have a 3-point shot in this league. He's recovering from an injury right now, but I think New York would welcome that guy with open arms, bright lights, big city. I just think that'd be a good pick for New York there. I don't know what's going to happen there with free agency, all this talk about, they're going to get Durant, Kyrie, all these guys, I think they are going to get Durant. I don't know. I just have a feeling, but I just don't get why everyone's go there besides how big the market is. And then my last pick in the redraft, Philadelphia. They originally took Zaire Smith, but, he still hasn't even played a game this season. Another rookie Philly takes who doesn't even play his first year, It's kind of a big red flag they've been having recently, but they traded a couple of their firsts now in that Tobias Harris trade, so I think they're pretty set with that starting lineup, which is pretty freaking hot. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a Sixers fan. I think they're a little overrated, but that starting lineup is dirty. But in this redraft, I got Philly taking Kevin Huerter. That guy is wet, and I can see why Atlanta took him in the draft. Trying to get their Clay-esque player to pair Trae Young because, I think they're trying to build it like the Warriors a little bit with Trae Young and him. And then, I don't know who else they're going to get, but, John Collins has just been an animal this year, like taking a huge step from his rookie season. But Kevin Huerter, he's a great shooter, This free agency, I don't know if they're going to be able to bring back J.J. Redick, because if they're going to want to bring back Jimmy and Tobias, and I think Huerter would fit in perfectly for the J.J. Redick spot, He's only averaging about 9 points a game, but he's shooting 39% from three, which is freaking good. He's wet, the Ginge. I forget his nickname, it's something red, but yeah, he's dangerous, and that'd be a good steal at 10. So, yeah, this is my redraft top 10 picks. Please subscribe. I'll keep making videos, and hope you guys enjoy All-Star Saturday and the All-Star game, and see you guys later.